My kids are gone. My house is gone. It's all gone because of the NFL and my compulsive ways. But other than that, though, we got more lighthearted games coming our way, hopefully, that I didn't bet on. The Eagles are playing the Giants tonight. How do you think that one's going to go, Dan?
I'm hoping you bet the Giants.
I did. So I'm an Eagles fan, but you don't bet with your heart, you know. So if
We
they
don't want you
lose,
betting for us.
yeah, if you lose, at least they win. But it's only no money on that game. So, but other than that, but I'm hoping to at least find some food tonight. So if maybe I'll make a bet on the game tomorrow. Let's see who that's involving. We got the 49ers and the St. Louis Rams. Who should I go for, Dan, you think? I need to start taking other people's advice.
Well, if you want a real win, I would have to say the 49ers are going to win that.
Okay, so I will go with the St. Louis. No, thank you, Dan. 49ers
That's
are a
all I
much
bet.
better team.
I bet the other side of yours. Like the house I'm living in?
Well, my new house is a cardboard box in the Kensington area, so if you guys want to come down to see me, look for me on a corner near you, because I don't know where it's going to be exactly as the cops keep pushing me
It's like a
around.
mobile home.
Yeah, exactly. It's like camping.
Yeah.
So I've been camping a lot, getting to watch the games through other people's houses till they tell me to go away. And it's good to be here in a warm room today. So I hope to see all of you next week, as it's starting to look very dire. So take care, Dad.
All right, buddy. A sad story was in the news, folks. Philadelphia police are investigating alleged sexual assault involving an 11-year-old girl by 3 of her male classmates. That is the state of our schools. The article went on to said, her dad couldn't find a winning bet in the NFL if he tried. Oh, I wonder if that's any relation to Rob. Just don't know. But speaking of bad parenting, a mother was caught using heroin with her 15-year-old daughter. Are you cracker kidding me? Says the mother allegedly introduced her daughter to heroin in April, with her snorting the drug in her Harleyville kitchen. Can you believe that? By summer, she had the girl using a needle and was doing it for her as they went down to pick it up. Meanwhile, the 8-year-old brother, her 8-year-old son, was also in the car watching his mom give his sister heroin shots. Ay, ay, ay. And on a side note, sadder than that, our very own Philadelphia sports icon from back in the day, Bill Campbell, died this past week at 91 years old. I remember when I was growing up listening to him doing sports talk and when WIP started and all, and truly a Philly legend who will be missed. Bill Campbell. But speaking of mystic things, oh, we're not going that right. We're going to Rice.
Yeah, we're going to Rice.
But speaking of games, our very own John Rice with his Gamers Update. Games you can live by. Last week was the phone. Let's see what we got for it this week. Rice?
Thanks, Dan. Way to bring the mood down. Anyway, speaking of death and stuff, it's Halloween season, and if you like gaming, check out Operation Raccoon City from Resident Evil. It's pretty okay.
Raccoon City?
Anyway, if you want the comedy version of something like to dress up as, and you like South Park, check out Stick of Truth. It's a bunch of South Park characters, and you dress up as different things, and you do like powers and wizards.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good game. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. I like it.
Got a cool cover.
It is. That's one of the better parts of it. Yeah. Anyway, also the last but not least, Left 4 Dead. Play with your friends. It's running around and killing zombies. It's pretty fun. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about multiplayer really. And if you want to play it by yourself, it gets kind of old because it's repetitive but it's still a good time.
Fast zombies or the
Fast zombies, slow zombies, things that aren't even zombies. I don't even know how they made it in the game. But hey, cast and call, you know, people need work.
Damn right.
Even monsters. But the cool part about getting this game is the fact that it didn't come with the game. It came with the case, but inside the case, when I opened it up, it was really weird that it fit in there. But it was The Walking Dead, like everything for like a bunch of them. The compendium number 1. I only got through the first 13 pages. But I have a way to go. But it looks like it's gonna be good. I've just been watching a television show mostly to keep up with the book. I've had it for a few years too.
You get there.
Yeah, back when this game came out. It was disappointing that the game didn't come with a game, but the fact that it came with the book somehow.
That's tricky packing. I know
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, but the pictures in the book are great.
You can never put something back in its original packing, I tell you.
I don't know, yeah. I don't know how it's just, you know.
Very good.
It's a good time though. Check it out.
What's
Back
that?
to you, Dan.
Thank you, Rice, for the encyclopedia of The Walking Dead. Very good. Speaking of The Walking Dead and things of the spiritual world, next up is our very own Ron Morrow and his Mystic Minute. Ron.
Thank you, Dan. Yes, this is the Mystic Minute. I am your host, Ron Morrow. I would like to address, as you might notice, my change in eyewear attire. You see, these are Ron Morrow's Technicolor Dream Shades, patent pending. I use a certain technology that has been developed further along in our time stream that I brought back to now, so that I might track down different elements of the spiritual world. Currently, I'm on the tale of the Jersey Devil, the infamous urban legend who's recently relocated, decided he can no longer live with his gypsy mother and has moved in with his stepsister in South Philadelphia. So if you see this gentleman, the Jersey Devil, bounding the rooftops between Pat's and Gino's anytime, give me a call, and I'll see to it that I take that son of a bitch down. This has been the Mystic Minute. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you, Ron. I understood that as much as I understood the rest of them. Next up, it's going to be our movie views and reviews from our very own Darren Martinez. Let's see what he has this week for us on the Halloween theme from Hollywood. Darren?
Thanks, Dan. Saw some new movies this weekend. Saw Dracula Untold.
Yeah, how was that?
I liked it. Reminded me of kind of like Van Helsing, and it was kind of like hyper real Dracula. And it had some really good special effects. The actor was pretty good, Luke Evans from The Hobbit and other films. He's going to be Hollywood's it guy for a little bit until they find somebody else.
The trailer looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. So go check out Dracula Untold.
Untold.
Yeah.
Was it really Untold Dracula? Like,
Yeah, it
like
was.
a new version of the
yeah, it
story?
was. It was a new story, and in like some of the folklore was gone, so any die-hard Dracula fans are going to be upset. But of course, just like everything else that gets rebooted and remade, it's going to lose some of its original essence, but bring on some stuff that you may or may not like, or want to be a part of this series. But because I saw Dracula Untold, and it was this like really fast-paced, action-filled Dracula film, vampire film, I want to recommend you guys go check out Blade 2, one of my favorites. One of my favorite sequels, because sequels usually suck.
Yeah, they do.
But this is a really good sequel. A lot of people think this sucks, but in my opinion, I like it.
I like the Blade.
I love it. And you know what? In its time, the CGI was actually really good. Now you look back at it, it looks like a cartoon, but...
Right, yeah.
Anyway, a couple weeks ago, I got to see The Equalizer, starring Denzel Washington. Another excellent film. I don't think we had a show that week, so I didn't get to review it. But I would have recommended you guys go check out Training Day, one of my favorite Denzel Washington films. Because you're used to seeing him play such a straight edge and a badass character. And in this film, he is very badass, but he's definitely not straight edge. Far from it. Awesome film. Check it out. Going back to Dracula, there's some rumors that there's going to be some sort of like an Avengers type of team made with the Universal Monsters, which the new Dracula doesn't really lead into that. But because of that, I want to recommend you guys go check out Monster Squad. You remember Monster Squad?
Wasn't that a comedy or something?
Yeah, it was a comedy. It's kind of like Goonies meets the Universal Monsters. except it's Columbia TriStar.
Right.
I don't know.
Go they like superheroes or something, right?
Yeah. It's a very fun film. And to end the segment today, I want to go back in what I started last week, and that's a fun children's horror film.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that this week is going to be Ernest Scared Stupid. It's really stupid, but if you're a kid, you'll like it, and it's safe for kids to watch. And it's Jim Varney. He's dead. Rest in peace.
That's right.
Another great actor that we lost recently. There's other films on this triple feature DVD. You can get this for $5 anywhere, and you can check out all three of his films. But since it's Halloween, check this one out. And
it says compendium.
Compendium.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So anyway, Dan, I'm looking forward to next week's Halloween episode.
Ooh.
Back to you.
A fine bunch of movies that I've heard of, I'm sure, before. Well, folks, got one more segment for you, and it's our very own Tony Viejo and his Misled Thoughts. And tonight he's going to somehow put together everything in the world around Kim Jong-un or Jong-un. Let's wait and hear. Tony?
Thanks, Dan. Alright, guys. So, in the news, it's been rumored that North Korea might be going through a power struggle because Kim Jong-un has not been seen since September 3rd by the public. Now, during September, he was diagnosed with, some people might say, gout, which is like, rich man's disease. You're the leader of North Korea and your whole thing's trying to, the bad capitalist monster. Your people are starving and you have gout. You have issues. Just like everyone else with gout that's freaking out with this whole Ebola thing that's not sweeping the nation at all. It's in Texas and like maybe one other spot. And a homeless guy in Colorado. And that one lady that works at that diner in Oregon, you know the one I'm talking about, that has really big pancakes, she may have it too. But that could be her eye makeup just running good.
place.
It's just one of those things. But it's not too far spread out. There was one guy in Maine too. It's not that in California, Florida. Okay, so it's getting around. But there's nothing to be afraid of. People are gonna be okay. But all these other people that are prepping for their so-called apocalypse scenario to happen, guess what? If you're fat and overweight and you're prepping for the apocalypse, take care of your body first. Because the last thing you're going to be able to do is put on your 45-pound backpack of water and dehydrated food and walk 5 steps out of your fucking house. Because you're not going to be able to do it. You're just going to fall over. And the Ravengers are going to come and they're going to take your stuff and then they're going to kill you. And in front of your children. Your children are going to watch you die. Then after that, your children are going to be sold into slavery. And this is a post-apocalyptic America due to Ebola. And think about that. That could happen. Wouldn't that be a great thing? Just wake up. You wouldn't have to go to work. You just got to worry about survival. I think we need that in this country for a little bit. Every other country gets to have that weekend. We don't. Crap. Walking Dead's coming back this week. Whoop, whoop. Hell yeah. I'm excited for that. I bet you are too. Again, if you're thinking of a Walking Dead scenario and you're a fat ass, stop right there. The ruler of North Korea can't even run his freaking malnourished country without getting gout. What makes you think you're going to be able to avoid zombies with whatever weird morbid obesity problems you have? And diabetes. That's gonna be a weird thing in the apocalypse if you think about it. If that does happen, you have all these other people like going through like insulin withdrawal and going into diabetic shock just like automatically. This is going to get really interesting. Can this happen? Can we speed this up? Please, please. As Dan said in the beginning of the show, we want Putin. Putin versus Obama with North Korea. We can make this happen. Let's do this. Call the Hollywood producers. Let's wag the dog on this one and get it going. I'm out. Thank you very much, Darren. Dan. Everyone else that was here. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Thank you, Tony. And I agree with everything you just said. I don't like that fat ass either. Well, that about wraps it up for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. We had our full cast with us tonight. And welcome everybody back. And remember, don't eat the apples you get on Halloween. Razor blades. Thank you and have a good night. See you next week.